seekers of truth, and explorers of the human psyche, today we delve into the mysterious interplay between the narcissist and the empath. It is a dance that has unfolded upon the stage of human consciousness for as long as we have been aware of ourselves. This relationship is not merely a psychological curiosity, but a profound illustration of the archetypal forces at play within us all. As we traverse this intricate landscape, we shall find that the empath who learns a particular skill becomes a formidable presence against the narcissistic character. Imagine, if you will, the narcissist as the embodiment of the shadow, a concept I have devoted much of my life to exploring. The shadow is that hidden, repressed part of ourselves which we are often reluctant to acknowledge. It is, however, no less a part of us than the persona we present to the world. The narcissist, ensnared by his own grandiosity, is often blind to his shadow, projecting instead an image of infallibility and self-importance. His fear of inadequacy and vulnerability is buried deep within the unconscious, manifesting as arrogance and a desperate need for admiration. Contrastingly, the empath stands as the archetype of the healer, the one who feels deeply and connects with the suffering of others. Empaths are often drawn to the wounded, compelled by an innate desire to heal, yet it is precisely this sensitivity that makes them susceptible to the narcissist's allure. The empath's capacity to feel the unspoken emotions of those around them can be both a gift and a burden, a pathway to profound understanding or a route to personal despair. As we journey deeper into this dynamic, consider the symbol of the Ouroboros, the serpent eating its own tail, representing the eternal cycle of destruction and rebirth. The narcissistic relationship often mirrors this cycle, where the narcissist draws the empath into a vortex of emotional turmoil, only for the empath to emerge transformed by the experience. It is within this dynamic that the empath can learn a critical skill, the art of differentiation. Differentiation is the ability to discern where one's emotions and identity end and another's begin. It is a skill that requires the empath to delve into their own unconscious, to confront and integrate their own shadow. The empath must become aware of their own need to heal and understand that this need can entrap them in relationships with those who would exploit their gifts. By learning to differentiate, the empath becomes aware of their boundaries, recognizing that they are not responsible for the emotional healing of others. This realization is akin to the alchemical process of individuation, where the individual seeks to become whole by integrating all aspects of their psyche. The empath, through differentiation, begins to detach from the narcissist's manipulative games, refusing to be the source of validation that the narcissist desperately craves. This newfound autonomy is the narcissist's greatest fear, for it strips away the power they hold over the empath. In this context, the empath's journey becomes a heroic quest, a narrative replete with trials and tribulations. They must navigate the labyrinthine corridors of their own psyche, encountering archetypal figures that challenge and guide them, the wise old man, the trickster, the anima or animus, All these figures emerge from the depths of the unconscious, offering wisdom and insight. It is through encountering and integrating these archetypes that the empath learns to wield their sensitivity with discernment and strength. The fear that grips the narcissist upon witnessing this transformation is rooted in the stark realization that their control is illusory. The empath, now armed with self-awareness and differentiation, no longer reflects the narcissist's grandiose image back to them. Instead, they hold up a mirror that reveals the narcissist's own unacknowledged shadow. This confrontation with the self is often too much for the narcissist to bear, for it disrupts the carefully constructed narrative that they have woven around their identity. In this dance of shadows and light, the empath's awakening is not only a personal victory, but a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. It is a journey that echoes the myth of the hero's journey, where the protagonist returns from the underworld, transformed and bearing the elixir of wisdom. The empath, having traversed the depths of their own psyche and emerged whole, becomes a beacon of authenticity and strength. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us remember that the interplay between the narcissist and the empath is not merely a psychological phenomenon, but a profound reflection of the dualities inherent in the human condition. It is a reminder that within each of us resides both light and shadow, and it is through the courageous journey of self-discovery that we can integrate these opposing forces. The empath who learns the skill of differentiation not only liberates themselves from the grip of the narcissist, but also contributes to the collective unconscious, offering a template for others to follow. In this way, they become the alchemists of their own destiny, transforming the base elements of their experience into the gold of wisdom and compassion. Thus, I urge you all to embark on your own journeys of self-discovery, to confront your shadows and embrace the totality of your being, for it is through this process that we not only heal ourselves, but also contribute to the healing of the world. Let us be mindful of the power of the empath who, through differentiation, becomes a force of transformation, casting light upon the darkness of the narcissistic shadow. As we continue this exploration of the intricate relationship between the narcissist and the empath, let us turn our attention to the deeper layers of the psyche, where the interplay of archetypes unfolds in a rich tapestry of symbols and myth within the unconscious. These archetypal patterns exert a profound influence on our behaviors and relationships, often guiding us in ways that we may not be consciously aware of. It is here, in this hidden realm, that the empath must navigate with both caution and curiosity, for it holds the keys to their liberation. Consider the archetype of the hero, a figure that embodies the journey of transformation and self-discovery. The empath, by embracing the hero within, embarks on a quest to confront the inner dragons of fear and dependency. These dragons are not mere figments of imagination, but represent the very real emotional entanglements that bind the empath to the narcissist. The hero's journey is fraught with peril, but it is also a path of empowerment, leading the empath to uncover strengths and insights that were previously obscured by the fog of emotional manipulation. In this journey, the empath may encounter the archetype of the wise old man or woman, a symbol of inner wisdom and guidance. This figure often emerges in dreams or moments of introspection, offering counsel and clarity. Through engaging with this archetype, the empath learns to trust their inner voice, to discern truth from illusion. The wisdom imparted by this inner guide helps the empath to see beyond the narcissist's facade, recognizing the wounds and insecurities that lie beneath the surface. Yet, the path is not without its shadows. The trickster archetype, a cunning and often mischievous presence, may appear to challenge the empath's resolve. The trickster disrupts and destabilizes, forcing the empath to question their assumptions and beliefs. This archetype serves as a catalyst for growth, compelling the empath to adapt and evolve. By embracing the trickster's lessons, the empath becomes more resilient, learning to navigate the complexities of human relationships with grace and agility. In the unfolding narrative of the empath's journey, the concept of the self plays a central role. The self, as the totality of the psyche, represents the integration of all aspects of one's being, both conscious and unconscious. The empath's task is to move towards this state of wholeness, where the fragmented parts of the personality are harmonized into a cohesive and balanced entity. This process of individuation requires the empath to confront their own shadow, to acknowledge and integrate the disowned and repressed elements of their psyche. The empath's journey towards the self is mirrored in the myth of the descent into the underworld, a motif found in countless cultural narratives. This descent is a symbolic representation of the inward journey, where the empaths must face their own darkness to emerge renewed and enlightened. In confronting their shadow, the empath gains the strength to break free from the narcissist's influence, for they no longer fear the parts of themselves that the narcissist seeks to exploit. This transformation is akin to the alchemical process of turning lead into gold, where the base elements of the psyche are refined into a purer, more authentic expression. Through this alchemical journey, the empath becomes a vessel of transformation, not only for themselves, but also for those around them. By embodying their true nature, the empath inspires others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery, fostering a ripple effect of healing and growth. As the empath emerges from this transformative process, they embody a new archetype, the wounded healer. This figure, having traversed the depths of their own suffering, gains the capacity to heal others with compassion and empathy. The wounded healer understands that true healing comes not from fixing others, but from holding a space of acceptance and understanding. By embodying this archetype, the empath transcends the need for validation from the narcissist, realizing that their worth is intrinsic and not contingent upon external approval. In this realization, the empath finds liberation. They are no longer ensnared by the narcissist's web of deceit and control. Instead, they stand as a testament to the power of the human spirit to rise above adversity, to transform pain into wisdom. The empath's journey is one of profound courage and resilience, a beacon of hope for all who seek to break free from the chains of unhealthy relationships. As we reflect on this journey, let us remember that the empath and the narcissist are not merely isolated phenomena, but reflections of the broader human experience. They remind us that within each of us lies the potential for both light and shadow, for connection and isolation. It is through the conscious integration of these dualities that we move towards a state of wholeness, where the self is not a distant ideal, but a lived reality. Thus, I invite you to continue your own journey of self-exploration, to engage with the archetypes that dwell within, and to embrace the totality of your being. For it is through this process that we not only heal ourselves, but also contribute to the healing of the collective. Let us honor the empaths who, through their courage and insight, becomes a force of transformation, illuminating the path for others to follow. As we delve further into the rich tapestry of the empath's journey, let us explore the profound implications of this transformation, not only on an individual level, but also on the collective consciousness. The empath's evolution from being enmeshed in the narcissist's web to becoming a sovereign and self-aware individual serves as a microcosm of a larger societal dynamic. This dynamic embodies the eternal struggle between the forces of individuation and conformity, authenticity and illusion, light and shadow. The empath's journey resonates with the archetype of the seeker, an individual driven by an insatiable quest for truth and understanding. The seeker embodies a restless spirit, one that is not content with surface-level appearances, but yearns to uncover the deeper truths of existence. In the context of the empath's relationship with the narcissist, this archetype propels them to question the illusions of the narcissist's facade, to pierce the veil of superficial charm and charisma, and to seek the underlying reality that lies beneath. In this quest, the empath encounters the archetype of the shadow, not only within themselves, but also as projected by the narcissist. The narcissist, in their refusal to acknowledge their own shadow, casts it outward, often onto those around them. The empath, with their heightened sensitivity, becomes a prime target for this projection, absorbing the narcissist's disowned fears and insecurities. Yet, it is precisely through this confrontation with the shadow that the empath's potential for growth is unlocked. The empath's task is to recognize these projections for what they are and to differentiate them from their own inner reality. This requires a deep engagement with the unconscious, a willingness to explore the hidden recesses of the psyche where the shadow resides. Through this process, the empath learns to reclaim their power, to transform the energy of the shadow into a source of strength and insight. This alchemical transformation is akin to the myth of the phoenix, rising from the ashes of its own destruction to be reborn anew. As the empath embodies this transformative process, they also engage with the archetype of the sage, a symbol of inner wisdom and enlightenment. The sage represents the culmination of the empath's journey, the integration of knowledge gained through experience into a coherent and guiding philosophy. This wisdom is not merely intellectual, but experiential, rooted in the empath's direct encounters with the depths of their own psyche. The sage imparts the understanding that true power lies not in control over others, but in mastery of oneself. In embracing the sage, the empath becomes a beacon of authenticity and integrity, challenging the narcissist's distorted reality with the light of truth. This confrontation is not an act of aggression, but one of illumination, revealing the narcissist's inner emptiness and prompting a potential, albeit reluctant, introspection. The empath's presence becomes a mirror, reflecting back the unacknowledged aspects of the narcissist's psyche, offering an opportunity for healing if they choose to embrace it. Yet, the empath's journey is not solely about personal liberation. It holds implications for the collective, for the broader tapestry of human relationships and societies. In a world where narcissistic tendencies are often rewarded and empathy is seen as a vulnerability, the empath's transformation serves as a powerful counter-narrative. It challenges societal norms that equate power with domination and success with superficial charm. The empath, by embodying their true nature, becomes a catalyst for change, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and empowerment. They remind us that true strength lies in vulnerability, that compassion and understanding are not weaknesses but profound sources of connection and healing. The empath's journey is a call to action, urging us to cultivate empathy within ourselves and our communities, to create spaces where authenticity and genuine connection are valued and nurtured. As we contemplate the broader implications of this journey, let us also consider the role of the collective unconscious in shaping our individual and societal experiences. The collective unconscious, as I have long posited, is a reservoir of shared memories, symbols, and archetypes that influence our thoughts, behaviors, and relationships. It is within this collective realm that the narratives of the empath and the narcissist are played out, reflecting the struggles and aspirations of humanity as a whole. By engaging with these archetypal narratives, we can begin to unravel the complexities of our own psyches and the world around us. We can learn to recognize the patterns that bind us, to challenge the illusions that obscure our vision, and to embrace the journey towards wholeness and integration. The empath's transformation from a position of entrapment to one of empowerment offers a roadmap for this process, guiding us towards a more authentic and compassionate way of being. In closing, let us honor the empath's journey as a testament to the resilience and potential of the human spirit. Let us embrace the lessons it offers, not only for our personal growth, but for the evolution of our collective consciousness. May we all strive to embody the qualities of empathy, authenticity, and wisdom, creating a world where the light of understanding dispels the shadows of illusion. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me, for exploring the depths of the psyche and the transformative power of the human spirit. May this exploration inspire you to seek your own truths, to embrace your own shadows, and to illuminate the path for others to follow. Let us now delve deeper into the symbolic and mythological dimensions of the empath's transformation and the broader implications for our understanding of the human condition. The journey of the empath, as we have discussed, is not merely a personal odyssey, but an archetypal narrative that echoes through the corridors of time, resonating with the stories and myths that have shaped human consciousness. Consider, for instance, the myth of Persephone, the maiden who was abducted by Hades and taken to the underworld, This myth serves as a powerful metaphor for the empath's descent into the depths of emotional entanglement with the narcissist. Persephone's journey into the underworld symbolizes the empath's plunge into the dark realms of the psyche, where they confront the shadowy aspects of themselves and their relationships. Yet, just as Persephone emerges from the underworld each spring, bringing renewal and rebirth, so too does the empath rise from the depths, transformed by their experiences. This cycle of descent and ascent is a fundamental motif in mythological narratives, reflecting the natural rhythms of life and the psyche. It is through these cycles that the empath learns to embrace the dualities inherent in their nature, the capacity for both deep sensitivity and profound strength. In this process, they come to embody the archetype of the reconciler, a figure that harmonizes opposing forces and brings balance to the chaos of conflicting emotions. The reconciler archetype is one of integration and synthesis, a representation of the empath's ability to weave together the disparate threads of their experiences into a cohesive whole. By embracing this archetype, the empath transcends the binary oppositions of victim and savior, vulnerability and power, and instead finds a middle path of authentic expression. This path is not one of compromise, but of creative resolution, where the empath's unique gifts are harnessed in service of both self and others. In this harmonious state, the empath taps into the archetype of the creator, a symbol of innovation and transformation. The creator is not bound by the limitations of the past, but is constantly forging new pathways of expression and understanding. For the empath, this means crafting a life that reflects their true values and aspirations, free from the constraints of the narcissist's manipulative influence. It is a life grounded in authenticity and purpose, where the empath's sensitivity is celebrated as a source of insight and inspiration. As the empath steps into their role as creator, they also become a Chiron-like figure, the wounded healer who uses their experiences of suffering to bring healing to others. The myth of Chiron, the wise centaur who was wounded yet became a great teacher and healer, serves as a poignant reminder of the empath's potential to transform their wounds into wisdom. Through this transformation, the empath becomes a beacon of hope for others, demonstrating that healing is possible even in the face of profound pain. This journey of self-discovery and empowerment is not undertaken in isolation, but within the context of a broader community. The empath's transformation has the potential to ripple outward, influencing the collective consciousness and fostering a culture of empathy and understanding. By embodying their true nature, the empath challenges societal norms that prioritize narcissistic traits and instead champions values of compassion, connection, and authenticity. In this way, the empath's journey aligns with the archetype of the visionary, a figure that sees beyond the present realities to envision a future of greater harmony and balance. The visionary holds a mirror up to society, reflecting both its shadows and its potential for growth. For the empath, this means advocating for a world where empathy is not seen as a weakness, but as a vital component of healthy relationships and communities. The visionary's perspective invites us to reconsider our own roles within this larger narrative. It challenges us to engage with our own shadows, to question the societal structures that perpetuate cycles of narcissism and exploitation, and to work towards a more equitable and compassionate world. By embracing this vision, we become co-creators in the transformation of our collective consciousness, moving towards a future where the light of empathy illuminates the darkest corners of the human experience. As we conclude this exploration, let us take inspiration from the empath's journey and the archetypal forces that guide it. Let us strive to embody the qualities of the reconciler, the creator, the wounded healer, and the visionary in our own lives. May we embrace our own shadows, harness our unique gift, and contribute to the healing and transformation of our world. Thank you for sharing in this journey of discovery and reflection. May it inspire you to seek your own truths, to embrace the complexities of your nature, and to become a catalyst for change in the world around you. Continuing on this path of exploration, let us delve into the profound interplay between the realms of the conscious and the unconscious, where the empath's journey finds its deepest resonance. It is within this liminal space that the empath learns to navigate the tides of emotion and intuition, drawing upon the wisdom of the collective unconscious to guide their transformation. In the depths of the unconscious, we encounter the archetype of the anima or animus, representing the inner feminine and masculine aspects of the psyche. For the empath, engaging with these archetypes is crucial in achieving balance and integration. The anima serves as a wellspring of creativity and emotional insight, while the animus embodies the qualities of logic and discernment. By harmonizing these aspects within themselves, the empath cultivates a holistic understanding of their experiences, allowing them to transcend the binary constraints imposed by the narcissist's worldview. This integration process is reminiscent of the ancient alchemical pursuit of the philosopher's stone, a symbol of ultimate wisdom and transformation. The empath, through their engagement with the anima and animus, embarks on an inner alchemy, transmuting the base elements of their emotional turmoil into the gold of self-awareness and empowerment. This transformation is not instantaneous, but unfolds over time, requiring patience, reflection, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. As the empath delves deeper into their unconscious, they may encounter the archetype of the divine child, a symbol of renewal and potential. The divine child embodies the promise of new beginnings, a reminder that within the empath lies an inherent capacity for regeneration and rebirth. This archetype invites the empath to reconnect with their inner sense of wonder and possibility, to view their journey not as a linear progression, but as a dynamic and evolving process. By embracing the divine child within, the empath learns to approach their experiences with curiosity and openness, seeing each challenge as an opportunity for growth. This perspective fosters resilience and adaptability, empowering the empath to navigate the complexities of their relationships with grace and wisdom. In this way, the divine child becomes a guide, illuminating the path towards a future where the empath's unique gifts are fully realized. In the broader context of the collective unconscious, the empath's journey takes on a mythic dimension, echoing the stories of heroes and heroines who have traversed the underworld to emerge transformed. These narratives, found across cultures and epochs, speak to the universal human experience of facing darkness and emerging into light. They remind us that the empath's journey is not an isolated endeavor, but part of a larger tapestry of human transformation. Consider the myth of Inanna, the Sumerian goddess who descended into the underworld, shedding her garments and symbols of power as she journeyed deeper into the realm of shadows. Inanna's descent and subsequent ascent symbolize the empath's own journey of shedding the layers of illusion and false identity imposed by the narcissist. Through this process, the empath emerges not diminished but empowered, having reclaimed their true essence. This mythic framework offers a powerful lens through which to view the empath's transformation, providing both context and meaning to their experiences. It underscores the cyclical nature of growth and renewal, reminding us that each descent into the depths is followed by an ascent into greater awareness and understanding. In this way, the empath's journey becomes a dance of light and shadow, where each step is imbued with purpose and significance. As we contemplate the empath's journey in this mythic context, let us also consider the role of community and connection in fostering transformation. The empath's evolution is not a solitary pursuit, but one that is supported and enriched by the presence of others who share in their journey. By cultivating relationships grounded in empathy and authenticity, the empath creates a network of support and encouragement, a community that nurtures their growth and celebrates their transformation. In this communal space, the empath finds validation and understanding, affirming their experiences and offering solace in moments of doubt. The collective wisdom of the community provides a wellspring of insight and guidance, reinforcing the empath's belief in their own potential and resilience. Through these connections, the empath becomes both a recipient and a source of healing, contributing to the collective transformation of the community as a whole. In conclusion, the empath's journey is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and embrace transformation. It is a journey that invites us to explore the depths of our own psyches, to engage with the archetypal forces that shape our experiences, and to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. May we all draw inspiration from the empath's courage and resilience, embarking on our own paths of self-discovery and growth, and contributing to the creation of a more compassionate and harmonious world. As we continue to unravel the intricate narrative of the empath's journey, let us turn our attention to the role of intuition and inner guidance, which serve as a compass through the tumultuous seas of emotional entanglement with the narcissist. Intuition, often seen as a mysterious and elusive faculty, is in fact a profound connection to the unconscious, a channel through which the empath accesses the deeper truths of their experience. In the realm of intuition, we encounter the archetype of the high priestess, a figure of mystery and insight who bridges the conscious and the unconscious. The high priestess embodies the empath's capacity to perceive what is hidden, to trust in the wisdom that arises from within. This archetype encourages the empath to listen to the whispers of their inner voice, to honor the subtle nudges of intuition that guide them towards authenticity and empowerment. By embracing the high priestess within, The empath learns to navigate the complexities of their relationships with discernment and clarity. They become attuned to the subtleties of emotional energy, able to sense when they are being manipulated or drawn into the narcissist's web of control. This heightened awareness empowers the empath to make choices that align with their true self, to set boundaries that protect their integrity and well-being. In this way, intuition becomes a powerful ally in the empath's journey, providing a counterbalance to the rational mind's tendency to analyze and overthink. It offers a direct line to the heart of the matter, cutting through the noise of external influences to reveal the essence of the situation. For the empath, this connection to intuition is not a passive state, but an active engagement with the unconscious, a dynamic interplay that enriches their understanding and deepens their insight. As the empath hones their intuitive skills, they also tap into the archetype of the magician, a figure of transformation and mastery. The magician represents the ability to harness inner resources and external circumstances to effect change, to turn knowledge into action. For the empath, this means using their intuitive insights to manifest their intentions, to create a life that reflects their deepest values and aspirations. The magician's presence in the empath's journey is a reminder of the power of intention and focus, the ability to shape one's reality through conscious choice and deliberate action. It underscores the importance of aligning one's thoughts, emotions, and actions with their desired outcomes, of cultivating a mindset of possibility and potential. By embodying the magician, the empath becomes an active participant in their own transformation, a co-creator of their destiny. In the broader context of the empath's journey, the interplay between intuition and action reflects the dynamic balance between being and doing, between receptivity and agency. It highlights the importance of integrating both aspects of the self, of cultivating a harmonious relationship between the inner world of feelings and insights and the outer world of expression and achievement. This integration is mirrored in the archetype of the alchemist, a figure that embodies the synthesis of opposites and the pursuit of wholeness. The alchemist represents the empath's ability to transform their experiences into wisdom, to transmute the lead of suffering into the gold of understanding. It is an archetype of continual evolution, of the endless quest for balance and harmony within the self. The alchemist's journey is not a solitary endeavor, but one that is enriched by the presence of others who share in the pursuit of growth and self-discovery. In this communal space, the empath finds resonance and support, a shared commitment to the path of transformation. By engaging with others on this journey, the empath contributes to the collective process of alchemical change, fostering a culture of empathy and understanding that transcends individual differences. In this interconnected web of relationships, the empath becomes a catalyst for healing and transformation, not only for themselves, but for the wider community. They embody the potential for change that exists within each of us, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-exploration and empowerment. Through their example, the empath demonstrates that true strength lies not in isolation, but in connection. not in domination, but in collaboration. As we bring this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the profound insights that the empath journey offers us. It is a journey that invites us to embrace the totality of our being, to engage with the archetypal forces that shape our lives, and to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. May we all draw inspiration from the empath's courage and resilience, embarking on our own paths of growth and transformation, and contributing to the creation of a more compassionate and harmonious world. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey of discovery and reflection. May it inspire you to seek your own truth, to embrace the complexities of your nature, and to become a catalyst for change in the world around you. As we delve further into the intricate web of the empath's journey, let us extend our gaze to the broader implications of this transformation, not only for personal growth, but for the evolution of human consciousness itself. The empath, through their journey, becomes a microcosm of the larger human narrative, reflecting the potential for awakening and enlightenment that resides within each of us. Consider the archetype of the hero's journey as conceptualized by Joseph Campbell, which outlines the universal stages of transformation that individuals undergo on the path to self-realization. The empath story is a living embodiment of this journey, marked by the call to adventure, the trials and tribulations encountered along the way, and the eventual return to the community with newfound wisdom and insight. In the beginning, the empath is often unaware of their unique gifts, perceiving their sensitivity as a burden rather than a blessing. This initial stage is characterized by a sense of alienation and confusion, as the empath struggles to navigate a world that often values superficiality over depth and competition over compassion. It is here, in this crucible of discontent, that the call to adventure emerges, a whisper from the depths of the soul, urging the empath to embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. The empath's call to adventure is not always a dramatic event, but can be a subtle shift in awareness, a growing recognition of the patterns that bind them to unhealthy dynamics and relationships. This awakening is often accompanied by a sense of urgency, a deep yearning to break free from the constraints of the past and to forge a new path grounded in authenticity and purpose. As the empath heeds this call, they enter the realm of trials and initiations, where the shadows of fear and doubt must be confronted and overcome. This stage of the journey is fraught with challenges, both internal and external. As the empath grapples with the deeply ingrained habits and beliefs that have kept them tethered to the narcissist's influence, it is here that the empath encounters the archetype of the mentor, a figure of guidance and support who offers wisdom and encouragement along the way. The mentor may appear in many forms: a trusted friend, a therapist, a spiritual teacher, or even an inner voice of insight and clarity. This archetypal presence serves as a beacon of hope, reminding the empaths of their innate potential and strength. Through the mentor's guidance, the empath learns to trust in their own abilities, to cultivate resilience and courage in the face of adversity. The trials of the journey require the empaths to delve deeply into their own psyche, to confront the shadow aspects of themselves that have been projected onto others. This process of introspection and integration is akin to the mythological descent into the underworld, where the hero must face the monsters that lurk within. For the empaths, these monsters often take the form of self-doubt, guilt, and the fear of inadequacy, emotional residues of past experiences that have yet to be fully processed and released. Through perseverance and determination, the empath gradually emerges from this dark night of the soul, having gained invaluable insights and a profound understanding of their true nature. This stage of transformation is marked by a newfound clarity and sense of purpose, as the empath begins to see their sensitivity not as a liability, but as a powerful tool for healing and connection. As the empath prepares to return to the community, they carry with them the elixir of wisdom, a deep well of empathy and understanding that has been cultivated through their journey. This return is not simply a reintegration into the familiar, but a conscious choice to engage with the world from a place of authenticity and empowerment. The empath's presence becomes a source of inspiration for others, demonstrating the transformative power of vulnerability and the potential for healing that lies within each of us. In their role as a healer and guide, the empath becomes an agent of change, contributing to the evolution of human consciousness by fostering a culture of empathy and understanding. Their journey serves as a reminder that true transformation is not a solitary endeavor, but a shared experience, one that is enriched by the connections we make and the communities we build. In this way, the empath's journey aligns with the archetype of the sage, a figure of wisdom and enlightenment who embodies the culmination of human potential. The sage represents the integration of knowledge and experience, the harmonious balance of intellect and intuition. For the empath, this archetype serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path towards a future where empathy and compassion are valued as essential components of a thriving society. As we reflect on the empath's journey, let us consider the broader implications for our own lives and the world we inhabit. Let us embrace the lessons of the empath, cultivating empathy and understanding within ourselves and our communities. May we all strive to embody the qualities of the sage, fostering a culture of connection and collaboration that transcends the divisions of the past. Thank you for journeying with me through this exploration of the empath's path. May it inspire you to seek your own truths, to embrace the complexities of your nature, and to become a catalyst for healing and transformation in the world around you. As we continue to explore the empath's transformational journey, let us delve into the symbiotic relationship between the empath's personal growth and the awakening of collective consciousness. The empath's progression from enmeshment in narcissistic dynamics to a state of empowered individuation serves as a microcosm of humanity's broader quest for self-awareness and integration. Within this context, the empath's journey is not merely an individual evolution, but a reflection of the archetypal patterns that permeate our shared existence. The empath, by confronting and integrating their own shadow, contributes to the dissolution of collective illusions that perpetuate cycles of exploitation and disconnection. This process is reminiscent of the archetype of the rebel who challenges the status quo and paves the way for new paradigms of understanding and relationship. The rebel, as an archetype, embodies the courage to question and disrupt the established order, to dismantle the illusions that obscure deeper truths. For the empath, embracing the rebel means daring to defy the narratives that define sensitivity as weakness and conformity as safety. It involves a radical reimagining of one's role in the world, transcending the limitations imposed by societal expectations and embracing a path of authenticity and liberation. In this act of rebellion, the empath becomes a beacon of transformation, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and empowerment. By embodying the courage to be true to themselves, the empath challenges the cultural norms that prioritize self-interest over collective well-being. This shift in perspective fosters a culture of empathy and connection, where individuality is celebrated not as a threat, but as a vital contribution to the whole. As the empath navigates this transformative landscape, they encounter the archetype of the visionary, a figure that embodies the ability to perceive beyond the present limitations and envision a future of greater harmony and balance. The visionary sees the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing that personal transformation is inextricably linked to the evolution of the collective. This archetype encourages the empath to dream boldly, to imagine a world where empathy and understanding are the guiding principles of human interaction. In aligning with the visionary, the empath taps into a wellspring of creativity and innovation, harnessing their unique gifts to contribute to the co-creation of a more compassionate and inclusive society. This alignment is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a lived experience, where the empath's actions are informed by a deep sense of purpose and responsibility. By embodying the visionary, the empath becomes a catalyst for change, inspiring others to envision and manifest a future that reflects the highest ideals of humanity. Moreover, the empath's journey towards self-empowerment is enriched by the archetype of the nurturer, a symbol of care, compassion, and unconditional love. The nurturer embodies the empath's capacity to hold space for others, to offer support and understanding without losing themselves in the process. This archetype encourages the empath to cultivate a balance between giving and receiving, to nurture themselves as they nurture others. In embracing the nurturer, the empath learns to extend compassion not only to those around them, but also to themselves. This self-compassion is a crucial component of their journey, providing the foundation for healthy boundaries and sustainable relationships. By honoring their own needs and limitations, the empath fosters a sense of inner peace and fulfillment, which in turn enhances their ability to connect with and support others. The empath's evolution from enmeshment to empowerment is a testament to the transformative power of self-awareness and integration. It is a journey that invites us all to explore the depths of our own psyches, to engage with the archetypal forces that shape our experiences, and to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Through this process, we contribute to the awakening of collective consciousness, fostering a culture of empathy and understanding that transcends individual differences and unites us in our shared humanity. As we reflect on the empath journey, let us consider the broader implications for our own lives and the world we inhabit. Let us embrace the lessons of the empath, cultivating empathy and understanding within ourselves and our communities. May we all strive to embody the qualities of the rebel, the visionary, and the nurturer, fostering a culture of connection and collaboration that transcends the divisions of the past. Thank you for journeying with me through this exploration of the empath's path. May it inspire you to seek your own truths, to embrace the complexities of your nature, and to become a catalyst for healing and transformation in the world around you. As we venture further into the exploration of the empath's odyssey, it becomes imperative to examine the profound interplay between their internal transformation and the external realities they navigate. The empath's journey is not only an inner alchemical process, but also a dynamic interaction with the world, which mirrors and challenges their evolving consciousness. In this context, the empath engages with the archetype of the pilgrim, a seeker of truth who traverses both inner and outer landscapes in pursuit of wholeness. The pilgrim's journey is characterized by an openness to experience, a willingness to embrace the unknown and to find meaning in the seemingly mundane. For the empath, this means cultivating a deep presence and awareness in their everyday interactions, allowing each moment to serve as a teacher and guide. The pilgrim archetype invites the empath to view their interactions with the narcissist and others not as mere challenges to be overcome, but as opportunities for growth and learning. Each encounter becomes a mirror, reflecting back the empath's own strengths and vulnerabilities and offering insights into the dynamics at play. By approaching these interactions with curiosity and compassion, the empath transforms them into catalysts for self-discovery and empowerment. This journey of presence and awareness is closely intertwined with the archetype of the artist, a figure that embodies creativity and expression. The artist within the empath longs to give form to their inner experiences, to translate the depths of their emotions and insights into tangible expressions of beauty and meaning. Through creative endeavors, whether in art, writing, music, or other forms of expression, the empath finds a channel for their sensitivity, a way to communicate the richness of their internal world to others. The artist's influence encourages the empath to embrace the full spectrum of their emotions, recognizing that each feeling, whether joy or sorrow, is a vital thread in the tapestry of their being. By giving voice to these emotions, the empath not only validates their own experiences, but also invites others to connect with and reflect upon their own inner landscapes. This creative expression becomes a bridge, fostering empathy and understanding between the empath and the world around them. As the empath navigates the interplay of these archetypes, they also engage with the archetype of the warrior, a symbol of strength, resilience, and courage. The warrior embodies the empath's ability to stand firm in their truth, to protect their boundaries, and to advocate for themselves and others. This archetype is not about aggression or domination, but about embodying a quiet strength and unwavering commitment to one's values and principles. Embracing the warrior within, the empath learns to to navigate the complexities of relationships with confidence and integrity. They become adept at discerning which battles are worth fighting and which are best left alone, choosing to invest their energy in endeavors that align with their highest aspirations. The warrior's presence empowers the empath to move through the world with purpose and intention, cultivating a life that reflects their deepest truths. Through the integration of these archetypes, the pilgrim, the artist, and the warrior, the empath discovers a harmonious balance between the inner and outer worlds. This balance is not a static state, but a dynamic equilibrium, a continual dance of adaptation and growth. It is a reminder that the journey of self-discovery is a lifelong process, one that requires ongoing reflection, adjustment, and commitment. In this ongoing journey, the empath becomes a living testament to the potential for transformation that resides within each of us. Their path serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration, demonstrating that true empowerment comes not from external validation, but from an unwavering connection to one's own inner wisdom and truth. As we conclude this exploration, let us reflect on the lessons that the empath's journey offers us. It is a journey that invites us to embrace the fullness of our being, to engage with the archetypal forces that shape our experiences, and to cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Through this process, we contribute to the awakening of collective consciousness, fostering a culture of empathy and understanding that transcends individual differences and unites us in our shared humanity. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey of discovery and reflection. May it inspire you to seek your own truths, to embrace the complexities of your nature, and to become a catalyst for healing and transformation in the world around you. As we continue to chart the empath's profound journey, let us delve into the intersection of personal transformation and the broader tapestry of human relationships. The empath's path is not walked in isolation, but in the rich, interconnected web of humanity, where every step resonates with the collective heartbeat of shared experiences and aspirations. In this intricate dance of connection, the empath encounters the archetype of the lover, a figure that embodies deep affection, intimacy, and the celebration of life's beauty. The lover within the empath invites them to cultivate meaningful relationships that honor mutual respect and authenticity. This archetype encourages the empath to open their heart, embracing vulnerability as a source of strength and connection rather than a liability. The lover's presence in the empath's life fosters a profound appreciation for the richness of human experience, urging them to engage deeply with those around them. It is through this engagement that the empath learns to balance their innate desire to give with the equally vital capacity to receive. This balance is essential for nurturing relationships that are not only sustainable but also deeply fulfilling. The empath's journey with the lover archetype is further enriched by the archetype of the sage, who brings the gift of discernment and wisdom. The sage represents the empath's ability to see beyond the surface of interactions, to understand the underlying dynamics at play. This archetype guides the empath in navigating the complexities of relationships, helping them to discern which connections serve their highest good and which do not align with their values and growth. By integrating the wisdom of the sage, the empath cultivates a keen awareness of their own needs and boundaries, enabling them to engage in relationships that are reciprocal and nourishing. The sage's influence encourages the empath to prioritize authenticity and integrity, ensuring that their interactions are grounded in truth and mutual respect. As the empath embodies the qualities of both the lover and the sage, they become adept at fostering environments where empathy and understanding thrive. These environments serve as sanctuaries of growth and healing, where individuals are encouraged to express themselves freely and to support one another in their respective journeys. In these spaces, the empath's presence is a guiding light, illuminating the path towards deeper connection and collective evolution. The impact of the empath's journey extends beyond personal relationships into the realm of community and society. Here, the archetype of the leader emerges, representing the empath's potential to inspire and influence positive change. The leader embodies vision and courage, guiding the empath to advocate for values that promote empathy, inclusion, and social justice. By embracing the leader within, the empath becomes a catalyst for transformation, using their voice and influence to champion causes that resonate with their core beliefs. This archetype empowers the empath to step into roles of responsibility and leadership, where they can contribute to the creation of systems and structures that reflect the principles of compassion and equity. Through the interplay of these archetypes, the lover, the sage, and the leader, the empath's journey becomes a powerful testament to the potential for individual transformation to ripple outward, affecting meaningful change in the wider world. It is a journey that underscores the interconnectedness of all life, reminding us that each action and intention contributes to the collective fabric of human experience. As we reflect on the empath's journey, let us consider how we can each embody these archetypal qualities in our own lives. Let us strive to cultivate relationships that are rich in empathy and understanding, to seek wisdom and clarity in our interactions, and to lead with courage and integrity. By doing so, we contribute to the creation of a world where the light of empathy illuminates even the darkest corners, fostering a culture of connection and collaboration. In this way, the empath's journey becomes a beacon of hope and possibility, inspiring us all to embark on our own path of self-discovery and transformation. May we draw strength from the empath's resilience and courage, and may we each play our part in weaving a tapestry of unity and compassion in the world around us. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the empath's path. May it inspire you to seek your own truth, to embrace the complexities of your nature, and to become a catalyst for healing and transformation in the world around you.